Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Sunana Umar Baba Ali, ni state delegate ne na APC, former state delegate. Sannan ni zaunannen nan unguwan ne Millennium City. Na zo asibitin nan yau August 23, 2025. Ga asibitin nan ba kowa, kullum ta nan muke wucewa. Ba kowa da sunan wai an buɗe asibiti. So ba mu san me aka buɗe a yi ba. Dan Allah, ba mu san me aka buɗe a yi ba. An zo an ce an buɗe asibiti. Ga asibitin nan motocin da aka kawo lokacin da Tinubu ya zo duk an kwashe su. Duk wani abin da aka kawo lokacin da Tinubu ya zo duk yanzu babu su. Kuma in mutum ya yi musu ya zo asibitin yau sati ya zo ya gani. Ba siyasa bane. Ba siyasa bane. Mu abin da muke so a yi adalci. Ba wai a zo a dinga deceiving.
All right, but for those of you who don't understand, okay, let me just read this report in English. I'd say on Sarah Reporters. Excuse me. Kaduna Millennium City Hospital, newly commissioned by Tinubu, now abandoned. All vehicles removed after presidential visit. The Kaduna Millennium City Specialist Hospital, commissioned by President Bola Tinubu in June 2025, has been described by residents as deserted and non-functional, barely 2 months after its inauguration. The 300-bed facility located in Millennium City, Kaduna, was celebrated during its launch as a major milestone in the state's healthcare development. However, residents now claim the hospital has remained empty since the commissioning ceremony. Barrister, anyway, the news where the report goes on and on and on, it's long. Okay, for the purpose of time. Barrister. Honestly, when I saw this, I was shocked this is in Kaduna. Honestly, I don't know. Do we have, again, obviously we have, this is a report, so we have something, such thing, I didn't even know that we have such a hospital in Kaduna, that is one. Secondly, what the hell is going on here? I didn't even read the report that Tinubu is commissioned when I first of all saw the whatever, I thought it's something that is just new, that has not been commissioned. And I read the report, I said, oh, wow, it was commissioned in June, and I didn't even read this report. It said Millennium City. Have you been to this hospital before? I mean,
no, but
have you cited it?
I've been to Millennium City, and I'm aware of the hospital.
So what is? Yeah, so
we heard the news where, Tinubu left in the aftermath of the water massacre, where he went to Benue.
Yes.
Top was to come to Kaduna. And he came to Kaduna, and they took him to commission the hospital. Yes. So the issue is, some of these policies are very, very unnecessary. If you have not, there's no hurry. There's no pressure on you to present. If you have not finished a project, why do you have to do the appearance that it has been finished? The president come and commission it, this and that. We don't need this kind of political nonsense. Activities to show that you are finish everything, put it to use. The people themselves, when they are enjoying the facility, there's no better advertisement than when your citizens are enjoying the facilities that you put on the ground.
So the problem, okay, what you are saying in essence is, okay, it has not been completed. The commissioning was premature, right?
The commissioning was premature.
Oh,
that's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
And that is why I'm criticizing our politicians. Finish everything. The best person that will advertise your achievement is the people. This man that went there.
What do you expect, Barrister? Because I assume a reason why they did that. And the reason is this. Tinubu just came, visited, just like you said, I didn't even know that was the time he did that. He visited the neighboring state. And Tinubu, Tinubu don't visit states. He only visits countries. I've never seen a president who has disdain he has strong disdain for his own states, country states. Honestly, Tinubu is, I don't know, we don't have this data, but in my own head, I just assume that Tinubu is the worst president that Nigeria has ever had, who actually has a very bad record of visiting states. So probably they found Nigeria, the Kaduna people just felt, or the Kaduna government just felt, hey, getting this man's attention to visit or convincing him to visit states is actually difficult. So now that he's just at the border, just by bordering states to Kaduna, why can't we just convince him to just step into Kaduna and do this, a sort of once and for all? Because when we are done with this project, we may not have it as we may not get his attention to come visit the state specifically for this purpose. Don't you think that could be the reason, Barrister?
Well, one can speculate. There's no, I will not say that is just a reason, because if you have finished the project,
no, but hold on. What makes sense? Hold on. Sorry to cut you short. Then that is exact. I decided to make this permutation based on what makes sense to me. Why they could have. I'm trying to make reason why they could have done this, because this thing looks beautiful from the outside. The hospital looks beautiful from the outside. Why couldn't they have waited for the project to be completed before bringing in the president to commission it? Because that is the only thing that makes sense to me. What were they trying to achieve doing it this way?
It was not just the commissioning project that brought Tinubu to Kaduna. He came for other things as well.
In Kaduna?
But yes, he came for other things as well.
Okay.
What I'm trying to say is that when the president went to Makudi on that Yelwata massacre,
yes,
made a statement, he said, this is not the type of visit I want. I want to be commissioning, that if you come to state, to come and commission projects. So it's not as if a state does project and call him to come, he will come. So there's no hurry. But I know he came for other things as well in Kaduna that time. And they seized that opportunity to just take him there to show him that they are working. But it's unnecessary. Like I said, the best person to advertise your performance is the people of the state. Just like this man has made the video to show the emptiness that this thing is not working. If that place was working and people were enjoying it, they will say it. It will be open to the public. They will know, and they will know the governor has done this thing for us.
Honestly, I hope that the governor Sani Ubasani equipped that. Honestly, when I saw that, I was shocked because I didn't have not even a rumor. It didn't even. That was the first time when I read it earlier this week. That was the first time. I didn't know such thing existed in Kaduna.
It was meant to be a premier hospital, but we have discussed about the health sector in Nigeria, and I warn people. As far as Nigeria is concerned, don't look at the structures and say, yes, you are putting something.
Yeah.
It is more than that.
Yeah.
It is more than the equipment. It is more about the personnel. And the attitude, particularly the attitude of the health workers that is very, very problematic in Nigeria. Experiences in hospitals, the premier ones, ABU Teaching Hospital, Tinubu, and this, if you go there, believe me, you will not like what you see. And that is what I keep telling people, that if it is not for lack of money, if I have headache 2 days, I'll enter plane and go abroad. Because they are just killing people here. In most places, look at the National Hospital, Abuja. When that National Hospital was conceived during Abacha's time, it was meant to be a children and women's hospital of the highest grade. It was now converted into a national hospital. They say, why are we building for children? Let's build it for everybody. They brought German company to equip the hospital with state-of-the-art equipment.
Yeah.
Then, at that time, when they were interviewing for employment in that hospital, consultants from already existing teaching hospitals came to apply in that place. Many of them had no idea the machines that were installed, how to operate them. Many of those people who were already consultants in teaching hospitals in Nigeria had no idea how to operate the machines that were installed at that time. They had to retain the German firm to teach them how to operate the machines and this thing. But today, where is the hospital? Honestly. It has fallen down the pecking order. People who have money don't go there, they go to private hospitals. The attitude of our health workers, we have to look at it first before you start the structure. For me, if I want to build, the first order of priority would be the attitude of the doctors, the attitude of the nurses, and the health workers that are there. I think we talk about the time that somebody was brought to hospital.
Yes, last week.
To attend to him, they were even fighting, calling them, bring them in when the attendants.
The victim was out dying.
While rushing with their stretchers to bring them. That is the kind of attitude I'm talking about. So putting equipment, putting fine structures is not the end. In fact, it's just the beginning of the renovation of the health sector in Nigeria.
Yeah, honestly, I agree with you. Honestly, personnel issue, the attitude of the staff. Viewers, last week we actually talked about, we actually showed a video where a very, very bad situation where a victim was actually dying in a car. A private citizen, a good Samaritan, picked up this dying person in an accident, brought the person to a hospital, and the hospital refused to. They were asking the good Samaritan to be the one to actually carry the patient into the hospital. When you have nurses and the hospital attendants and the hospital staff, they were there. They were literally watching this man in pain, this victim in pain. No one refused. They literally refused to go carry the man out of the vehicle into the hospital. Honestly, that is the situation. Honestly, the truth is, yeah, Barrister, you are absolutely right. The problem we have, the basic problem has to be taken care of before erecting all the structures, because yes, it takes two to tango. If you have very good structures and you don't have people to manage it the way it should be managed, obviously you can't get it. And if you have the good personnel without having good structure, you can't have it fine as well. So it takes two to tango. Both sides have to really meet up to their expectations. Honestly, the issue of personnel is frustrating. It's frustrating. Unfortunately, it's not only limited to health sector in Nigeria. There are other sectors. You go there, Nigerians working attitude is infuriating. It is annoying, honestly.